Sports pregame show. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to PS4's. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And it is men's basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. For Chicago, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. So tonight,
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Magic, this is the last game before heading back to Florida and Orlando. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
They just look like they're on the same page. Everyone on this squad has the same goal in mind. Just win, baby.
Steve, tonight, two high-powered offenses, but only one team can come away with the win. We'll see what it comes down to tonight.
Yeah, we love offense and teams knocking down threes and putting up big-time points, but it's usually defense win championships. And I think a guy that can make shots also will be the difference. But if I had one thing to pick, I would love a team can get stopped, multiple stops, Kevin.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Colts is out there with money, and it's Isaac into the free throw.
And the steal in right into the fast break. Great awareness.
Perfect read. Takes a chance, certainly pays off.
Now here's Porter. Isaac with the steal. Goes up to the stripe. Goes back up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you know what? They were forced to go deep into their bench due to foul trouble, and that one didn't work out well.
Well, anytime you have to change up your rotation, it can disrupt the flow.
And now Orlando on the break. Bamba's running. Isaac misses. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Bulls. Porter kicks to Cook. Right outside. And so it looks like the Bulls go into possession here. Chicago with the ball. And Bamba pulls it down.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Good on the shot. Money's got his second basket of the game.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Levine kicks to Porter. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Isaac with the steal. And here again, the Magic in transition. Up the court they go. They get it back, and he comes up with the deuce. Bamba's got his first bucket in this one.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Teron Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, they need to get back on defense. He said the challenge of facing a fast break team like this is limited transition points. You told his players, you're not running, you're sitting. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They demonstrated real tenacity on the glass and made their presence felt. We'll see if they can repeat that kind of play.
And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Money. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Two shots. one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's tipped, stolen by Bamba. And here we go with the Magic fast break. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Bulls trail by 11. Poked away. Money passes to Bamba. Kicks to Fultz. Launches it. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think if you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls where they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to find the first flight out every morning, like the 6 a.m. flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
And that one's good. Right.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Here's Money, guarded by Wright, and Wright pulls it down.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Parker. 20 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Just 5 to shoot. Baseline drive, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Orlando. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Bulls. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And for Chicago, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
Not loose. Carter kicks for Levine. His first shot coming late. Here's Carter. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Carter's got his first points of the game.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on an offensive glass?
Money passes to Isaac. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game. And the fans here, they know it.
And Chicago has possession. The Magic hitting the button. A solo fast break. And they're on the break. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Number 1, the Magic.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness. A ton of pressure defensively.
And the basket by Gordon.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
On the wing, Levine. Guarded by
terrific. So fluid, so smooth. Levine breaking ankles out here.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Cannon. For three, Gordon. That one doesn't go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Porter finds White. Here's Carter. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
And he just there, the height advantage he's got down low. Really
Drill for three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 17.
and the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Parker outside. Back to right. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's right with the ball for Chicago. Knocks it loose. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
To the middle. Wide open look. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Porter.
And you like to see this from Levine, attacking in the paint with confidence. Zach Levine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
Here's Wright, following the bucket by Orlando. It's rebounded by Fulton.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. The past month has been surreal. 3rd in field goal percentage, 4th in steals, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
It's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Second free throw. No.
Time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Isaac. He kicks it to Fultz. Here's Money, and by Levine. No contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Zach Levine. For Orlando, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. First free throw is good. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
To the middle, here's Isaac, and he jams it with authority.
Impressed with his decision-making in these sets. Isaac knows where to roll to after setting that screen.
Here's Gatens. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Puts up a three. Traps in the tray. He has 5.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine. Finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Money passes to Bamba. And embedded LU jam.
And just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Bulls trail by 20. LaVine dishes to Porter. Back to LaVine. And there's the pass to Powell. Here's Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights of the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Free throw good. Porter. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Magic leading by 18. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And crucial that Bamba keeps evolving his perimeter game. Big men like him have to be able to shoot it.
Here's Gatons. He's got 5. A steal. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Powell kicks to Porter. Six to shoot. Passes it to Motley. Here's Gatons. No good with the triple.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him finish that rim. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. With a big dunk of his own.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
That's tipped. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Eight seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gordon with no one around. What a play! He simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
A little joke right at the buzzer.
And so it's Orlando rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
Orlando's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Porter is out there with Bell. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Dwight Powell. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, first of all, there's been a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's when the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, it usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think that obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Magic hitting the bucket. Porter with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And that one's good by Porter.
You got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Money passes to Isaac. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Porter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Another steal. Here's Money. Offline with his three.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting in this game 45%. Knocks it loose. Colts brings the double team. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just another example of losing concentration. His 4th turnover of the evening. He has to start protecting the ball better.
Here's Money. The basket good off the assist from Colts. Colts has got 3 assists in the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
For Orlando, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one drops.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's the Bulls with the ball. The dish now to Levine. Here's Gatens. He's got 7. Outside, Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gordon's got 11 points.
In a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Walks up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Chicago making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Outside, Levine. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Colts brings the double team. Here's Gattens. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Gordon. No good on that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Levine. And Bamba pulls it down. The quick up, no good that time. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Trying his luck deep, and the basketball kick.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
That one wide left. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bombers got 9 rebounds now tonight.
That would be one contest in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Here's Gatens. He's got 12. To the middle. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Isaac passes the money. High arcing shot. From down in the low post, it goes. Money's got 7 points for the quarter.
I like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Yeah, we got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the rise of the Warriors has seen a fair amount of soul searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure. Can elevate. We have often seen also can tear a team.
It could be. Bulls have gone 4 of 7 field in this second quarter so far. Outside, Levine. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Up on top. Orlando grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Levine. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You see Levine out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Here's Money. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And we're going to look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Now, here's Isaac, who's coming off a 25-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Here's Gatens. And it's Parker in the corner. Bell. Slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Sinks the triple. That's now 32 points for Money.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Bell. Here's Gatens. Parker. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And so far, they have been in complete control. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Here's Levine, following the score by Alabama. Now, here's Parker. He's covered by Isaac. It's stolen by Fultz. Down low. And the top by Bamba.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone.
This lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, What are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and their game. After having no trip to the free throw line in the first year, he's being much more aggressive now.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac with the ball. He's against Parker. Fultz with the ball.
The way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive flow.
And Isaac is, really breathtaking in transition. A long-legged forward who just devastates the defense with his speed.
Here's Motley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
The first one falls. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Parker with it's two. Right, dishes to Carter. Second shot opportunity. The layup missed.
How many times have you seen him do that? Lose and focus on a simple lay-in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Wright with the ball for Chicago. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Money. Orlando gets it back. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Money. Gayton's grabs the board.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Here's Gayton's. 14 points for him. And it's Wright missing. $36 points for Money.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help you.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Pass to Gayton. Shoots a three. Orlando grabs the miss. Bombers. Here's Money. And it's Orlando with the
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Oh, Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Now, here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And it's Wright atop the key. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Right side, Porter. Pass to Gatens.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And so it makes both from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to
Here's Money, guarded by Wright, and that one is off. .125 left to play here in the half. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Polk needs to Isaac. The pretty good off the assist from Pulse. Isaac's
assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wright finds Porter. Polk loose. Nabbing an opportunity. Anticipation.
And I think that play score sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy.
Here's Gatens after the Magic pick up 2. Porter. Rebound by the Magic. Bomba's got 15 rebounds here tonight. On pass to Gordon. And that's a foul called on. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and give the bonus. We will head to the line for 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
2 shots. Last from the first.
And he makes the first. And so Wright nails both of them. Orlando's gotten out from 3-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Here's Money. Misses the step back jump shot. Pass to Gatens. An easy 2 points on the layup. 18 points for him.
Off the field defense, you know he's going to be aggressive.
1 second left. And Orlando Magic holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everyone. everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
So it's Orlando now. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So on the floor for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the three. Now here's Wright. And he uses the glass on the lane. Wright's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls.
Hold up. If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Hold up. Here's money, and that one is stuffed right through.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And here are the Bulls now. The Magic hitting the bucket.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth effort on the board.
When he's in that area.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Shot is off.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the shoot, or do you set down?
He's got 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
This will be his fourth shot at the line in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bamba.
Oh! Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they feel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Here's Levine following the bucket. Chicago.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Now here's Fultz. Guarded close. In the corner, Bamba with it. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist in the game. For Chicago, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since Jackson. Very slow start offensively. And Porter, here we go. Carries it. Porter's got 6.
And with that one, he halts in a speed run by Orlando.
Hold up. Here's money. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Levine feeling it out a bit. Ball's not loose. Runner gets to right. Buck Green gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wright's got 5 points in the quarter. Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Money. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, it ain't broke. Don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Left side Levine. Looking to get it going. Looking on to point. Off target from 3-point range.
Third man to defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Money. And good. He hits it again.
He's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now. For Chicago, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 for the field since halftime. And the officials call goaltending in the Warriors.
Just barely situated and touches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fall to going for the block.
Dwight Powell checked in for the Bulls. Bell comes in for Porter. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on 17-7 run. Takes the Pearson dunks it down.
How about the timing there by Isaac on some of these alleys? Very impressive. Great at knowing when to lead the score and how to finish that lock.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2. The pass to Wright. Kicks the park. 5 to shoot. Pass it to Levine. Overfloats. And that one goes long.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Tucker with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Wright. Second shot opportunity. Whistle blows. He's good. He'll have a chance at the line. Making a 3-point play.
Just doing the third quarter. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And looking at Jabari, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you can see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Dictating the flow. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Up top, Bolts. Defended by Bell. Gordon trying to break loose. And the
finishes, elevating up and over the defense and just finishing in traffic.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
1, 2, 3, and jump up, fuck. Doggy, doggy,
So like a plus motherfucker. Unfadable, so please don't try to fade it.
Free throw good from Bolts.
And the explosiveness of Bolts really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
And Bell kicks to Parker. 17-foot shot on the way.
And they could have used that trying to cut his position. He used it all night.
Here's Money, guarded by Wright. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They got aggressive, but also extremely focused.
Here's Wright. Following the bucket by Orlando.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
The Bulls have shot 10 of 11 on the line. Nice look so far for them.
What's up?
The free throw drops the puck. Orlando dictating the flow and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it's so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead gains.
Chicago's gone from downtown since halftime. And Bamba comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball tied up here. So it's Chicago now. Bell dishes the puck. Al Levine. 8 points for him. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. On deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Solid rebound there. And with the score, that's an area where they can't afford to get late. A nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous speed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Gatens. He's got 20. It's Parker outside. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Money passes to Isaac. And another assist. Dishing it all. This one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. No, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Gatens. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Parker inside. He's covered by Isaac.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Parker looking over the floor. Here's Gatens. Curls it from outside. He's got 23. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Money. That one off the back iron and out. Levine wide open. On target from three-point range.
You can see the frustration in the look on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Fultz. Bamba passes to Money. Another shot. Doesn't go that time.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
It's Bell on the wing. Parker outside. Pass to Gatens. Parker outside. Poked away, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Number 1, Mohamed Bamba.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fires from the line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 56 points for money.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Parker, right side, down low. 19 off the glass. Hall's got foul.
He sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Powell with the steal. Here's Gators. 23 points in the game. Tipped away. 3 on 3. Here's Fultz. Up with that. And no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass the ball. Outside Levine. And again, Chicago turns it over.
Well, let's check out the stats for money. He's been dominant over the last month. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. He's surprising a lot of people with this play here at late.
Therein lies the question. Has he reached a new level in his game, or is this just a hot streak that'll eventually cool down? We'll see.
Here's money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. To the middle. And the tip by Bamba.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
And the Bulls shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really good at it. Good job. Motley's got his second best.
The senior's down. Not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
The pass to Money. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the tip by Bamba.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Kicks it to Bell. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Pocket 6. Salutes. Lets it fly. And Bamba pulls it down.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable job. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Magic have really been struggling with their free throws and they've paid fine. Motley's got 8 points.
Oh, easy quick bag. No one got a body on him.
And there's one now. Second chance opportunity for defensive rebound.
And yet, another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They had no answer for him in this game.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Coward wasn't there.
From deep three-point range, can't hit that one. And so it's Orlando. Enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They had active hands to force a lot of turnovers in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Feels good putting money in and there, but
And or they get it tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to defend that basket.
Great plays for others. It's much more, but all that is discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been. To the inside, going by Bamba. Here's Money. Nice pass to the resounding Bamba.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. That's great floor awareness out there. And just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. Over him.
And did you see the separation he got? It's an art, creating that kind of space.
Here's Money. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. Here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. They'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that's going to be one where it would take a lot of air, a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage.
Here's Shepard. It's 2 pointers off the mark.
He's got a strong back. Almost dropped. Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a straight one right here. I want to remember the last time they missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Carter outside. Shepard, the pass to Garrett. 3-pointer. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Money. And he hits it again. What a Here's Hutchison. And again, Chicago. Ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't hold up.
And here are the Bulls now. Down low, here's Bubba, and the touch by Bubba.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed, he is smooth as silk, even at a power bench. Shepard, the pass to Clark. Hold up. Here's Hutchinson. He's covered by Isaac.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal pass.
And Chicago shooting has been really good so far. Only 37% from the floor. Shepard, the pass to Clark. He kicks to Garrett.
You gotta hope for the best.
I just hate seeing that.
Ken Bridges is checked in for Orlando.
Damn good, dude. But you can't be any geek off the street. That'll be handy with the stealing, you know what I mean? You can't.
Here we go. He lines it up. The inside slam.
He's aggressive offensively, and the versatility in that arsenal, when you look at his size, is what makes him at times unblockable.
Shepard, the pass to Motley. Hold up. No good again that time. And it's Gordon with the and there's 8 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Chicago with the ball. And Garrett gets to Motley. From about 16. Off the back, 3-0.
The momentum right now is against them. They're just going to figure out a way.
Easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays. Try to turn the tide.
They've been struggling.
Yeah, bit of a dry spell. To bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point.
Attack mode right there.
Pass to Shepard. Can they get it? And so here's Orlando. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Money passing to Gordon. Drains the 3-pointer. Gordon's got 21.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
And Chicago shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And Garrett gets to Motley. The pass to Hutchison. Isaac with the steal. To the middle. Here's Money. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs in the offense. Great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it is a beautiful thing.
Garrett, the pass to Motley. Here's Shepard. Shot by the front. And it's in on the triple.
I don't know what's happened to him in the second half, but he's terrible from here.
And yet, another basket.
He's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. He passes it to Motley. Here's Hutchison. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
There does come a time when you haven't been anything all football past the rock.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Hold up.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Garrett. Kicks the bell. To the paint. Here's Shepard. He takes it up. Very nice hit.
Really smoking the next now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Money passing to Fultz. Here's Money. On pass to Gordon. One-on-one fast break. He takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, terrific there. And kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, in the northern miscue, total lack of focus.
Here's Money. Trying to go for the alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation. He's spiked the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
You're right. Absolute best on the Here's Shepard, and the Bulls with another miss.
Who clearly wants to try and close this game.
And one team is spirited performance, and it's really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat cook a mouse. They won.
So check it out, their record tonight. Mark Payne, 32 overall.
In a three-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game they had. What a night tonight it was for Money.
And all around confident performance. Only 6 guys can do this. Complete control. 3 phases of the game. Congrats. And triple up.
106 left in the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Shepard. And it's in like a triple.
You know, he's really forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
So another turnover for Orlando. He's again. Bell's shot is good.
How about the ferocity of Bell? He crashes the board with such an animalistic nature.
Now here's Colts. Pass to Money. Here's Birch. Uses the glass to finish the lead.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really quick, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Hutchison. Powell. Pass to Hutchison. Some nice ball moving by the play. Garrett's shot is off. There's the triple. It's good.
Except for here on the road. Playing at home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra feelings on that one. Because this ball, they deserve to be rewarded.
And so it's Orlando taking this one. Following the punch. Japan into the party's building and dominate the way they did tonight says that they break an awful lot about this team.
Honestly, leads on 50. Supposed to be a play all. I mean, Kevin, just that masterful performance all the way up.
Thank you for joining